Hi guys, today's going to be a video about getting consistency and consistent, balanced, full results with your SP. I'm going to talk about it in a more romantic context, which is what most people are manifesting, but obviously specific person, the practices and advice applies to any person you're manifesting. So yeah, today's going to be all about preventing the hot and cold and getting consistent results with them. So if this sounds interesting and you'd like to hear more and you'd like to maybe see more of my SP videos, please do thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell. It would mean a lot to me and you'll be up to date with all my content. You can also get coaching with me. I recently, a couple months ago and this summer, have revamped a lot of things. So there's a lot of great new offers. I also offer a free infographic with all my coaching packages. So yeah, go take a look at what I have on offer, reach out to me. Everything is linked below in my Instagram, LOA Coaching. So now let's start the video. So in order to get the consistency that you and we all want in a relationship, you need to be consistent first. So to get rid of the cold and just get all the hot behavior, you need to implement the consistency first. Your mindset needs to be along the lines of the hot, just so that your SP can act hot. I know that's a bit of a weird analogy and metaphor, but well, those are two different things, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. That you need to be consistent first, and to get rid of the hot and cold cycle, as we call it in manifestation, you want to just get all the good experiences with SP, obviously. You need to be the one first to, in your own mind, for yourself, take that step, take the action to implement consistency. So this of course relates to affirmations, mental diet, all the practices about getting your own mind to believe the new story. The amount of effort you put in, your SP will reflect back to you. This is probably something I should also start reiterating to my clients in my emails, but I think that's a good way to look at it. That's a good kind of phrase to refer back to. The amount of effort you're putting in is the amount of effort SP will put back in. Now, I don't mean text them 50 times a day, try and get back together with them, send them a heartfelt letter. I mean the mental work. You need to put the effort in mentally for yourself. It all starts and is created with your own thoughts. So you need to be consistent in thinking the right thoughts about your SP, about your relationship, because only then can your SP actually act on it and reflect it and for it to manifest, because it does take effort. Obviously, we all know we can't just think one thought, especially one thought that opposes everything we currently believe in, and expect it to manifest. It's really all about the mental effort. So you want to be focusing on yourself. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Ignore all the noise. Think of it as like, white noise. Just focus on yourself, what thoughts you're having throughout the day, how can you better your mindset. That's all it takes. I know it's crazy to believe in you. We're not used to that. And we think, oh, if SP doesn't text us, then things are going wrong. But in manifestation, it's no, if your thoughts are positive, everything's going perfectly. So sorry if I've been swiveling in the last few videos, because I'm in a little office chair, don't think you can see it in the video, but it's like a little swivelly office chair. So I'm not used to like a mobile chair like this, so I might be moving around a tiny bit. I don't think it's distracting you guys, but if it is, sorry. Anyway, going back to my points. Next is I want to talk about how you need to persist every single day. Your mind accustomed to the practices, create into a habit, help you realize, okay, I've got to be on a mental diet, and oh, I flipped 50 thoughts today. I'm in this pattern now, I'm in this thought process. I know I need to keep flipping the thoughts, and you need to persist to the best of your ability. That's a point I really want to reiterate, because you don't have to be perfect. It's not you have to think positively all day long, every single day. It's almost impossible as a human, and it's not natural, it's not normal. I would hate to be this robotic, positive, toxic person who is constantly just positive and never has any balance, or like a tiny bit of complaining and negativity and things not being perfect is what makes life interesting and normal. And in my opinion, it's totally fine to be negative every now and again, but you want to keep the majority positive, which is why I say try to the best of your ability to persist. Some days will be really busy, some days will be mentally difficult, and that's okay. That's normal, but as long as you're putting in the effort and trying to persist every day, that's what matters. So to be consistent, it's created through repetition. And this is this can be applied to anything, any situation in life. With repetition, that's how you can create consistent results. Repetition of going to the gym every week, constantly. Weekly, you are being consistent, going to the gym, eating healthily, journaling every day, doing a meditation every day, any positive practice in your life. Repetition is how you're going to see those long-term physical full results come in, right? And it's the same with your mindset and manifestation. Consistency is your best friend, and it's only achieved through repetition. You can't get consistent results with your SP or in any manifestation if you're not putting in consistent effort. You can't, for one day a week, loop 1,000 affirmations and then just spiral the entire week because you saw your SP post something about a third party and then just let your thoughts just go wild. You have to be able to put in at least some effort every single day. That's what consistency is when it comes to manifesting. Even if it's just you flipping 50 thoughts on one day where you're having a tough time, that's good enough. That's you putting in effort. And then the next day you try harder and you put in more effort. And then you set aside time another day where you maybe aren't very busy. And it's all about just putting in whatever effort you can, and it builds up over time. Because if you do your best, that's really all you can do. Your beliefs are shaped by repeated experiences. This is again applicable for anything. You don't learn a belief by seeing it once. Like if you watch a movie and something positive or negative happens that's out of the ordinary, you don't suddenly believe, oh yeah, every time a car drives down the road this happens, or oh yeah, every time a guy says that to a girl this is what happens. You don't just suddenly start believing that. You might start to think, oh that seems realistic, or oh yeah, maybe that's true, but it doesn't become a set belief. Because can you imagine how ever-changing our beliefs would constantly be if that were the case? Beliefs wouldn't exist if they could be shaped by one experience suddenly. So it does take repeated experiences, as nuanced and subtle as they may be. They're all along the same vein and the same concept, whether it's dating, career, money, family, whatever it relates to. Those repeated experiences all build up to keep kind of feeding into a belief or creating a new belief. And through repetition, that is how your mind learns, and that is how you're going to start to accept that you're in the relationship with your SP. SP is constantly doing XYZ. SP is always, loving with you, kind to you, caring and prioritizing you, whatever it may be. The mind learns through repetition, and in order for the mind to learn and create that new belief, you need to keep putting in that repetitive effort as often as you can every day, ideally, and through that, the new belief is created. And therefore you manifest it. That's really how the whole process works. So when you start convincing your own mind that you believe it, that hey, SP loves me, SP loves me, no they don't, yes they do, SP loves me, and you keep repeating that to yourself, using it as a mental diet, visualizing it, whatever it is, you're doing that over and over and over as much as you can, and you start to convince your own mind. You start to have fewer doubts. Your mind will eventually accept it as a belief. That's how it will work, that's how the process unfolds. And yeah, it's just about consistency. So basically, to summarize, you need to be consistent first in order to get that consistency back from your SP. And that's something that I fully just realized now as well. The whole concept, in order to get consistent results, we first need to be consistent. But yeah, I think that statement really summarizes it well. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I know SP content is always really popular on my channel, so I hope this was a great video for you guys. And yeah, do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Bye!